is Miranda, and today I'm here to react to the 6th and final episode of School for Girls on Netflix. Thank you so much for your patience in waiting for this reaction. I honestly thought I was going to get it up way sooner, but things just kept popping up. You know, that's the way it is. You think you got something planned, and then if you're a procrastinator like me, you find 35 other things to do instead. But I'm really excited to finish this. It's a mini-series, so I think I've mentioned before. So this is like going to be the final, and I feel like there's so much to wrap up that I'm so curious how they're going to do it, especially considering this episode isn't like an hour long. It's like not actually even that long compared to all the other episodes. So yeah, I'm just really curious. I've loved it so far. I think it's so different, so unique, and so important to watch because I feel like definitely it's a series that treats women issues and particularly teenage girls issues with the respect that it deserves and doesn't act like these girls are mean for the sake of being mean, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes that affects the psyche of teenagers and specifically teenage girls, and adding the whole culture thing to that and how, you know, even though these cultures are very different, the patriarchy is very like underlining in every culture. Like it infests and feeds and manifests in similar ways no matter where, and it kind of shows that the problem really isn't the girls and how they dress or what they say or how they act, it's the patriarchy and how it's enforced, you know? It's too calm, I don't like it. It's called The Calm Before the Storm, and look how like nice everything, it's quiet, it's peaceful. I don't trust it. Oh gosh, look at her face. That's from her dad, is what I'm assuming, because they call her parents. Oh gosh. Do you though, or are you just saying that? Yeah, or more bruises will pop up over different things. Oh, the slow-mo, like, villain walk she does is, they nailed the shot every time she walks, like, power pose, power pose. They haven't talked in a week? Wow. I thought she realized her mistake, like, right away and was gonna apologize, but she hasn't talked to them in a week? Oh my gosh. Gee, she looks so defeated. Why do they never check the bathroom stalls before? Why? That's like 101 basic you learn of being a student. You check the bathroom stalls before you say anything. Or before you pee if you're a nervous peer. You want to make sure no one else is in there. I don't agree with her methods at all right now, but I also do see in her mind where it's coming from, because like Nolf is cool with her, but like Miriam still hasn't gotten an apology from Leanne or Raina, and I feel like I could see where it's like Nolf was like, oh, just try and talk to her, like communicate, blah blah blah, and it's like if I'm Miriam, I'm like, okay, cool, she's friends and nice to you, who she really didn't do anything nearly as bad as she did to Miriam with, but she hasn't come to me and apologized. Like Miriam shouldn't have to be the one to reach out to that. No absolute way. And I feel like, what is she going to do? Like, admit what she did to Raina and the other? How she set them up, basically? Like, I don't think so. And I think it's interesting, too, in both the ways she's set them up. It's like she hasn't done any actual damage. She's manipulated situations that they were in, and then the people in their lives have been the ones that punish them and, like, physically and emotionally abuse them. And I think that's where, again, I was talking about, like, the patriarchy and, like, the image and the presentation of what we're supposed to look like, right? Like the first girl got pulled from school because of how it looked, right? And even Raina now got beat up by her dad. And it's like, you know, it's never Miriam like physically going after them, but it's like she's using these situations to her advantage. And I think that's just a great way to show of like, Miriam wouldn't be able to do this if these institutions weren't in place, you know? Oh, she has two brothers? I didn't know that. Wow, that's even worse. Which she's absolutely allowed to do. Even if she's talking to her friends, she just wants a private conversation. Look at her dad's treating it like a joke, like he was laughing at the brother. Wow, the double standards of how men are treated versus how girls are treated drives me up a wall. Thank goodness someone knows what's up. Miriam is kind of scary. Like, I used to root for her so much, and now it's like, scared of her. And like, I don't know. Like, they still almost killed her, so it's like, that's definitely not something that, like, just to forgive and forget. But, like, she's scaring me. They gotta tell someone. I don't even know if they'll believe them, but they gotta tell someone. Yeah, that's 100% fair. You almost got your friend expelled from school because of your plan. Like, you should not be speaking about things that you're doing yourself. And she can't act like she's still mad about not speaking up and like abandoning her, because you can't say you forgive those things and then throw it back in their face when you're fighting. Like, that's not being forgiving. Yeah, exactly. They also encouraged it like 2 episodes ago, so I bet they're feeling really bad. Like, Miriam was out. Miriam was moving away. Makes you human beings, like decent people. Yeah. You can want to do something, and then when you start, realize, like, oh, no, 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 this is not. And it doesn't make you bad for thinking it in the first place or starting to do it, because guess what? You stopped. No, I don't think you were, though, because I feel like you were the ones holding her back, and I feel like, or reining her in, I guess is a better phrase. And I feel like now that she doesn't have you, she's going completely 100%. So, like, yeah, at a certain point, like, you roped her back into the plan when she was gonna leave, but I feel like whatever she was gonna do without the plan, like, wasn't gonna be good either, you know? Yeah, she's literally like a Greek hero. Yeah, she's literally like a Greek tragedy. Like, I feel like I'm reading, like, you know, some ancient play about revenge. This biatch. She's another one. Remember, I liked her like first episode, and now it's just been tanking. You can't do this. Like, maybe it's because I see everything, but now I'm like, okay, the principal isn't like blindly ignoring. She's like, let's not make a big issue out of this when Leanne's dad has so much power, and we'll like go to, like 0 to 100 over something that like isn't. She's ditching school, but she'll be back. It's fine. It's not like he's not gonna react like a normal parent would. Oh no, she finally saw Dina in it. I thought Leanne was gonna find it, but Raina found it. She's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be like, what the heck is this? Uh-oh. I told you she was gonna be like, uh-oh. She just thought it was Dina. This is bad. This is going very bad. But I did say that they needed to talk to someone and tell someone, so. Okay, but all the stuff you've done. Yeah, thank you. Like, you don't get to be on a high horse right now. Yeah, this was kind of expected. Oh, okay, that's great. Yeah. Let's learn a lesson from this instead of just going around in circles. Well, you have to tell her. Don't say no. Yeah, we've met them. They haven't, but they're intense. Oh no, 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 Mr. Beer, what did you do? She really needed a better psychologist, because all these issues really should have been discussed. Like, I feel like they shouldn't be affecting her this much. Still, you know? She should be able to have some, not empathy, but what's like when you can take a step back and look at the whole situation. I feel like she should be better at doing that. Oh, just rip the phone out of her hand. Why are they just, I don't think they know, but like, come on. Oh gosh. That's just sad. Like, this is hard to watch. Because I feel like everyone's wrong in this situation. You almost killed her. Like, let's own up to that. And then you made her life still miserable. Yeah. I think it's a little too late for her, unfortunately. But grab the phone out of her hand. Smack it, break it, like anything. Come on. Oh, gosh. This is just so... I was like, there's no way they're going to make me root for Leanne. Not root for her, but like, there's no way they're going to get me to side against Miriam. They've done it. It's amazing. Shite. Leanne's dead. Like, she just killed her. Oh my gosh. You need to run. Run, 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 run. Hide somewhere. Also, why was it geotagged on like Google Maps as Lace Bachelor Pad? Do you have your houses tagged as like my hangout? Like, that was weird, right? She's Screw. Oh my gosh. I can't watch. I can't watch. Run. Run. Like, right now, run. Go find a neighbor. Something, like, just go find a person. Good job, Mrs. Abir. You got everyone fired. Congratulations. What a charming lady. No. Sir, you just need to get her out of there. Oh my gosh. Call the cops. It's too late, but, like, call the cops. No. How old is Lake, though, too? Because, like, I always thought it was kind of weird he was dating a high school girl. And he's got his own place. But other than that, he was a perfect gentleman. Oh, jeez. Poor Raina. The secretary, like, back to the computer. Oh my gosh, this bitch. It's like, she doesn't feel bad about any of it. That's the thing I think that, like, to Dina's point of, like, they did it, but then, like, they saw what happened and were like, oh no, this is terrible. Like, we need to not do this. Miriam sees the damage she caused and is like, yes, it's all coming together. I'm literally choking over this. I don't know if the dad would kill her, though. Jeez Louise, I can't even, like, this is, people live this. Your own family. Yeah, I don't think her dad would want to kill her. I think he'd be very pissed, but I don't think he would want to kill her. She's acting the shit out of this scene, too. All the actresses on this show are amazing. All the young ones. Oh, no. No, don't do a flashback, please, and I'm all happy literally 2 hours before. This is too much. Oh my gosh, he killed her. Wait, what? That's her son? Is that how they met? Did she know? And that's why she was also covering for Leanne? I don't think she knew, but, like, her son is probably dead too now. Raina knows too. Raina knows she's dead. Like, they all do, but Raina, like, knows deep in her heart. Look at her. She looks like, I don't know. She looks like a villain. She looks like a villain. Oh, and the music, like the haunting music, but like, we're girls, our success, blah, blah, blah. What a great show. I cannot recommend that enough. Like, honestly, it's so different and good, and I feel like it's such a great look at misogyny, internalized misogyny, the culture of sexism and the patriarchy and how it plays into that culture, but then also these are things that people can recognize from anywhere, right? Girls are judged and shamed and forced and threatened and sometimes abused for their choices of what they wear, what they look like, who they date, who they're with. There's this awful standard that's placed on girls of, like, every decision you make is going to be judged, either deemed as good or bad, without consideration of your feelings, with more consideration of how it looks, right? Because that's what all this was about, how it looked that the first girl was pictured without her hijab, how it looked that Raina was at a party with a guy wearing a low-cut shirt, how it looked that Leanne was with a guy, and that should never be the situation. I do think it's very sad that Leanne, probably the most feminist character on the show, right? She was fully blaming the guy for asking for the photos without the hijab. She was also the one that helped Nof and never blamed Nof, was like, it's not your fault at all for everything that happened, was the one that stood up and was like, you know, like, we shouldn't be ashamed of these things, like, the people, like, we're the victims of these things in this case, and we shouldn't feel like it's our fault. And I think Leanne, who obviously very feminist character, did not make it through the end. Miriam, I feel like herself in turn kind of became part of the patriarchy. She learned how to utilize it to her own advantage, and she knew to call the brother, and she knew exactly what were the worst times to catch them, or I guess the best times to catch them, to maximize punishment and minimize the chance of them being able to talk their way out of it. And it's just so absolutely heartbreaking to watch. Like, my gosh, that last episode, such a good story. I can't wait to see what else the creators of the show come up with, because I feel like they just tell amazing stories. So I'm super, super happy that I watched the show. It's heartbreaking, but it's also really freaking well done. So yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!